Hello and welcome back to another lesson. In this lesson, we're finally going to start installing the development tools that we're going to need in this course. So we're going to install Code Editor and we're going to install NPM so we can install packages like the Tailwind CSS, the Post CSS CLI, and then the Auto Prefixer. And also we're going to install ThemeKit so we can create Shopify themes, obviously. So first, in this lesson, we're going to install Code Editor or a code editor. So go and open your browser and search for VS Code. You can just select the first result, or you can just open the code.visualstudio.com. And here, as you can see, since I'm using Mac OS, I'm using the M1 chip, it's going to recommend me to download the universal version. So if you're using an old version of Mac OS, you probably need to install it using the Intel chip installer or the ARM. So if you're using an old version, you probably need to select the other downloads here in this drop down. So if you're using Windows, Linux, it's going to automatically recommend you to download through Windows installer or Linux. But if you don't, then just select the drop down menu and you can just select the installer. So make sure that you're using this stable version, okay? So since I have here the download Mac Universal, I'll just click this. And you should start downloading the zip file. But since I already have the zip file and I already have the file inside of the zip file, I can just cancel this and I can just clear this and open my downloads folder. So downloads, and I should have the following zip file, and inside of the zip file is the Visual Studio Code application. So I can just open this. And if we open that, as you can see, now we have the following VS Code. And there you have it. We don't need to install anything else, honestly. But the problem here is that if you want to use the command code, it's not going to work because by default, this VS Code don't install the code command in the path. So in order for that to work, if you want to use the code command, then you can just honestly close this first. And we need to also close the VS Code in our doc. Make sure that you quit. Make sure that you're not using VS Code. And then I'm going to drag VS Code here in our applications folder. So you can just drag it here. Like so. And open your applications. And you can just scroll down and open VS Code. And here we need to press Command, Shift, and P to open the following window. And here we can just search for install code. It should give you the following window. You can just click OK to install it. So click OK, and it's going to ask you to enter your password if you have a password in your computer. And after you click OK, it should give you the following shell command code successfully installed in path. And there you have it. Now if you try and open the terminal, we should have the following, and then we can start using the code command. So say, for example, I create or change my directory to documents. And I'm going to create a new folder using the mkdir command. And I'll call it example project. And then I'm going to change my directory to example project. And here I can use the code command. So code, and then the current directory, which is the example project, I'll just use the dot symbol, and then I'll press enter, and it should open the VS Code. So there you go. As you can see, now the code command is working. So here you can just select OK to allow the VS Code to use the documents folder. And you can just honestly check this as well as this one. And there you go. We have finally installed VS Code as well as the code command. Now in the next lesson, we're going to start installing Node.